this. Yes! We are back. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Geek Culture Congress. Do not adjust your Twitch channel because we are live once again on Checkpoint XP's Twitch channel with all my great co-hosts. Michaela, how you doing, Michaela? How you
I'm
been?
doing good.
Yeah?
I'm just so distracted by this.
By this
guy.
He's a Miles Morales variant.
He's an elected human.
I'm not even making the sounds yet.
No thwips.
Mr. Drew Tallman, aka Alto Games. That's his handle on the Twitch. He's got his own Twitch channel. And congratulations to you, sir. You got 500 followers, right?
Yeah, and
It's a year.
Yeah.
I just had my
1
1
year.
How long did it take you to do that?
A year.
How long did it take you to do that?
I started in August of last year. Hit affiliate that December, and then just had my 1 year of being an affiliate this past week. So yeah.
Wow.
It's been a journey, but a fun one.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Of course, our Miles Morales variant in the bottom right-hand corner, Mr. Rich Ortiz, MC and connoisseur of all things Marvel and nerd in the world. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing amazing, man.
You doing amazing?
I'm doing amazing.
You are amazing.
I don't know if you guys could tell,
Amazing Spider-Man.
but I'm kind of excited about what we're talking about today.
Yeah. You're excited a little bit.
Just a little.
By the
You're
way,
a little-
I can't tell if I'm in the middle of the frame, so you guys.
You are.
Okay.
I should have wore some Richmond stuff
Excuse me.
today. But yeah.
You are. You're not quite in the middle, but you know you're. We can see you.
there.
Yeah, you're there.
I'm out here.
Now you're
But
kind of in
anyways.
the middle, but now you moved, but it's all right.
But I'm ready, guys. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
you ready? You ready to talk about this? And we're gonna get our other good friend via internet technology, T-Mobile 5G LTE, Joey Franchise. How you doing, sir?
What's poppin'?
Not paid commercial. How you doing, sir? You doing good? You on your way?
Yeah.
You on your way to the studio? Or you on vacation?
Oh, I'm on vacay, bro.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
We're honored to have you then.
Yes, we are honored to have you, sir. Because I know you couldn't miss out today. You couldn't miss this because we got to chop it up about your favorite topic, Spider-Man, and we're missing our good friend Tarek Lewis, which I don't know why he's not here, but
He said he's on the way. He's having some internet stuff.
oh, okay.
Internet just ain't our friend today.
No, there's problems. Bandwidth
Don't worry.
problems.
I'll bring him in.
Other hand. Roll the other hand.
We don't got the ring.
Well, let's get started. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start with Mr. Alto Games, Drew Tallman. Let us know how you feel
Hold on.
about.
Are you? Did he even watch the movie?
Did he? Are you caught up?
Watch
First
the
off,
movie.
are you caught up at least on the movies?
man.
Of course, like I said, I'm a movie guy. It's just the shows that have been the issue, but no, it's
Yeah.
But I know this is probably going to be a hot take or whatever, but to me, it's the best Spider-Man movie so far. Other than Into the Spider-Verse, I feel like those are very close.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So, would you give it your scale? I think we gotta do a 10 scale with this movie. It's so
10
big.
scale?
You gotta do a 10 scale.
do a 100
10
scale.
scale for the first time for the movie.
I feel like the bigger-
Welcome to Mr. Tarek Lewis. How you doing, sir?
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Very good, man. I'm very good. Slow internet, but I'm
Today.
Yeah, slow internet.
We're bringing him in.
Little by little. Little by little.
Yeah.
Bringing him in.
Let me help you out there.
The sparks flying.
Drew, Mr. Alto Games, tell us your final score for Spider-Man: No Way
Say a
Home.
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah, they're little things.
Wow.
I know that's a bold choice, but no.
Wow. You guys are not gonna like me. I think the whole
I know.
internet's gonna hate me after
No,
today.
it might hate me too. I think the whole internet hates me.
Wow.
But the internet already hates Speedy because he pronounces Kevin Feige's name wrong every time.
Yay.
Kevin Feige.
He
Michaela,
said it again.
let him know.
Wrong.
Let him know. Let him know.
I thought it was a fun ride. Let me tell you, I had a lot of fun watching
Yeah?
this movie. I did. It was a lot of fun. It was everything we thought it would be and a little bit more. And my scoring of it would probably be an 8. An 8. A strong 8.
Okay.
Wow,
I'm gonna be
you
honest.
are a harsh score.
I know, people. I'm sorry, but it's an 8 for me.
Oh, wow. Solid 8 from Michaela.
Solid 8.
Mr. Rich Ortiz, I already know what you're going to say, but go ahead and say it. Give us your feeling and your take on spoiler free for now, and then we'll get into spoilers.
I'm gonna have to give it just with my score is gonna be a 9.5 because it wasn't perfect, but to me, I think it's movie of the year. I'm sorry.
Okay, the movie of the year. Movie of the year with a 9.5 from Rich Ortiz.
9.5.
Mr. Joy franchise, your score and your feeling about Spider-Man No Way Home, please.
I honestly, greatest superhero ever made, man. I'm gonna go out and say it. Give it I'm gonna give it 20 out of 10.
Wow,
I thought they hit it out.
astronomical. What did we see, Tarek?
Out
What
the park.
What? Excuse me. I'm choking on these scores here. Mr. Tarek Lewis, bring us back down, please. Let us know your let us know your feeling about Spider-Man No Way Home.
6 out of 10. Just I'm messing with you.
6 out of okay.
Whoa, 6?
Nah, you are.
Oh.
You are. He himself could not believe that score.
No.
I'm gonna go. I can't do it, fam.
Upon initially watching, I said a 9. Now I'm thinking 8.5. 8.5.
8.5.
If I see it again, I had to get over the initial excitement and do an actual film evaluation. I was so excited and hyped that they pulled it off that I was like, "Yo, this is the best superhero movie maybe ever." And then I had to sit on it and say, I say 8.5.
Yeah.
On a second watch, it might be a 9. I don't know.
Have you seen? Has anybody here? Before I give you my score,
can I? Oh yeah, you give your score because I'm ready.
Before I give my score, has anybody watched it more than once?
Me.
You've watched it more than once.
I watched it twice.
I watched it last night.
I almost watched it twice. Almost.
Yeah, I saw it last night again.
Almost.
I want to.
And that's what gave me my score to begin with because of that.
My score is definitely an 8. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. You know what I enjoyed most about the movie? And I've seen no. What I enjoyed most about the movie is that I felt like a kid watching the movie again.
Yes.
100%. It was literally a Saturday morning, and I've heard that from many. I've read that and I've seen that from other people reviewing the movie on the internet and online and all that stuff. But I definitely second that emotion that it felt like a Saturday morning cartoon, especially being from the generation that remembers a Saturday morning cartoon. Definitely,
George Jetson.
Yeah. Yeah, but it felt like that. It was fun. I think maybe knowing the spoilers for me kind of ruined it maybe for me a little bit. You know, I think
it's all your fault,
it is all my
Speedy.
fault.
You kept talking about it on the show.
I ruined it for myself, which is fine. I was prepared for that, but yeah, you got a little too close to the sun, with this movie. So that's my number. I'm at a solid 8. It was a good time in the movies, definitely, and I liked it. I thought that the director did an excellent job in doing what the assignment was.
Right.
You know, that's my take on the whole Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's get into the spoiler part of the show, man. Let's get into what everybody wants to talk about, what we actually witnessed on the movie.
Snape killed Dumbledore.
Are they supposed to have some kind of Harry Potter reunion, right? That's
New Year's.
That's New Year's. Okay. That's on gonna be on HBO Max. That's actually interesting, because that's one of the first I think 5. I think they had 5 movies, right? It was like 5 or 6 movies. It was 8. How many?
They had like 8. They had Deathly Hallows Part 1
I stopped
and 2.
counting. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so.
I'm a nerd.
All right. No, it's fine. No, but that's probably like one of the movie franchises that
first of all,
brought.
why are we talking about Harry Potter here?
Yeah,
Let's get back to Spider-Man, B. What are we doing over here? What are we
Because
doing?
he talked about Dumbledore, Mr. Tom.
Yeah. All right, let's stay focused.
We need a
Spider-Man.
legit producer in the works for next year.
Spider-Man, no No Way Home, Spider-Man.
All
Movie
right,
starts.
So I'm going. let me go first because I'm getting a
Go
little
ahead.
too excited about this.
Go
You're
ahead.
over here talking about Harry Potter. I'm trying to talk about Spider-Man. Now, before I go into why I love the movie, let me tell you why I hate it. All right. At the same time,
You hated it
was
too.
just no. There was a couple of things I hate. No, I didn't hate the movie. I loved it, but there was a couple of things that left a bad taste in my mouth. One, the 2 minutes of Daredevil that we saw, but wasn't even Daredevil. It was just Murdoch there being the lawyer. It was cool to have him in the movie. The whole brick scene was pretty funny. But then that's all you saw of them. Like, you guys are just gonna tease us again?
A little taste. That's it. That's it. I mean,
What
what more did you want? What you want? You want Daredevil to
that.
fly in between him and Green Goblin there or something?
Yeah, that wasn't
Come on,
gonna
bro.
happen. I could've
It's the
told you
movie
that wasn't gonna happen.
Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Man movie. Not
It would have
not.
been
nice
dope
wink.
though. It would have been dope though. They teased us with him and then they never showed him again.
Yeah,
Literally
as they
one
were supposed
scene.
to do.
A lot of
Yeah.
things would have been dope if he fought Hulk, but he
They're
didn't.
doing that in Hawkeye right now.
True. Well, anyways, so that was
That's the
one thing.
definition of a cameo.
True. Now the other thing too, spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen the movie. Of course, the one thing that we were all looking forward to was Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being in the movie, and they pulled it off perfectly. My only gripe: why just the two of them? Why did they stop at 2 portals? Why didn't we do 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, how many
6,
Spider-Man do
7?
you want, bro? This is not the animated movie, bro.
Right.
As many as my boy
Where is
Ned was
Spider-Ham?
willing to bring through that portal, B. There should have been at least.
But those are the only two that snuck through.
Yeah, I get that, but still, I feel like there was other Spider-Man out there that could have came through. This
No,
would
but
have
there
been.
was.
This could have been a good opportunity for them not only to bring the two from the past that everybody was looking forward to, but it could have been a really cool twist if they would have brought in, maybe a Gwen Stacy, Andrew Garfield reunion would have been like.
Do you want the movie to be 4 hours long?
Yo, I'm
Right.
ready.
Right.
Let's
No,
go.
not even that.
bro.
I think
Madness
you're combining generations right now with, people that grew up with the first Spider-Man movies, and now you got the Tom Holland, generation of Spider-Man fans, and you don't want to confuse way too many people. Like, it's a lot of characters to kind of reintroduce to everybody. Everybody knows the Andrew Garfields and the Tobey Maguires, and that's what made the story kind of make sense as to why those two snuck in along with the enemies that they fought in their previous movies.
They could have done more.
He checked you, Rich.
I was just ready. I was just ready for a Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Rich was ready for a full
surprise
cartoon.
everybody. I was
Yeah,
ready.
he wanted a full Saturday morning cartoon. He wanted the whole
I was
season.
ready.
Did hint of Miles, though.
I
they
wanted
could have
it.
done
I
nothing
wanted
with
it all.
Miles,
I wanted it all.
I enjoyed the part. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going spoilers right now. Okay, so if I put it in the description of the video, and I probably didn't warn people. It's probably still talking about some of
I
the show
said
that's on
spoiler
Checkpoint
alert
XP.
already.
Yeah,
You actually said spoiler. We really got to get you looked at.
it's okay. I'm just making sure everyone is paying attention there. Let's talk about did the villains pay off for everyone? The introduction of the different villains from different universes. Did we enjoy that? Like, I kind of enjoyed that part. I thought it was
I
interesting.
I also
Yeah.
love that Green Goblin actually had
That w-
purple.
Yeah, that was a great
Very
move
subtle.
because they did a really good job of explaining, a lot of those things that kind of grinded our gears a little bit about how the villains back then didn't really weren't comic book accurate and things like that. So and it's funny how I like how they poked fun at how they used to look, like how Jamie Foxx used to look in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and how nobody liked Goblin's helmet, and they did that payoff with him smashing the helmet, like it was things like that that kind of made the story made it stick, and it poked fun at all the questions and all the memes and comments we made about previous how the villains looked before in their old movies. So I loved what they did with the villains and how they made the story kind of stick to how was in line with the original movies.
Did you guys enjoy the final battle scene? I don't know, like, why did he pick that, like, the Statue of Liberty? It's like, let's mess up the Statue of Liberty.
Central location.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, it was pretty cool.
They always had to ruin monuments. It's like this was the next
I
one.
guess I wouldn't have been excited if they fought like in the middle of a field.
Also,
like
it's
he did
on a
with
separate
Electro.
island. You don't have anybody else around you.
Yeah. How many times are you going to destroy New York City?
I think they wanted to show somebody had the idea to have the Captain America shield on the Statue of Liberty, and they just wanted to put it in the film.
But it was in the news. Yeah, it was in the news. So they probably got the idea because they saw the news, and they were like, "Oh, just go there."
Yeah, I mean, he Spider-Man always fights. I don't know. It's got to be high up. It's got to be distinguished. There's got to be
scaffolding.
Yeah. It makes sense.
I just liked how brutal
on brand.
the fights are, especially like any fight between Spider-Man and Goblin. Like also, I'm not sure if anybody has played the PS4 game, but there were actually a few moves from the game that were in the final fight.
I did peep that. I did
not.
peep that.
I missed that. I missed that.
Slam down. That's directly from the game.
Yeah, that's a slam down with Goblin. Definitely, yes.
Yeah,
And there was one where he did with the webs, where he used the webs to like step on them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, the Spider-Man power bomb, that shit was lit, B.
I took it as because there's an earlier scene where Green Goblin does the move to him, and he's like, he does that. That's what I saw. But
right. You're right.
Here's the reason I gave it an 8.5 and not a 9.5.
Yeah.
Is because after all the excitement, they did pull it off, and I'll give the movie credit. It had like heart-wrenching moments, which I was shocked by.
I cried.
But that to me made the film really good.
He cried a lot.
He cried a lot.
Yeah.
But out of tears.
But here's why I take off a point or two,
Manly tears.
8.5. It's relying on characters from previous films. Like it's a lot of the good parts of the movie are relying on our previous knowledge of the other things. Right. So it's a great story to bring them all in, but it's not. It's like, I don't know. You can't give this Spider-Man movie credit without giving credit to the other films.
Right.
Well, they all became producers. All the people who made the other Spider-Man movie were producers.
Yeah. So that's why I can't give it like an Infinity War score or because it's not its own thing. It's like, oh, these other Spider-Men, and I like the ending though, because it seemed as if like maybe they're gonna finally. I saw a review that said that like this version of Spider-Man has never had its own thing. It's always some other thing involved, and the reviewer said he kind of missed that with the other ones, and they had a great ode. They had a great ode to it when they were like, "You team up with people like I do everything my own. Like you did Avengers." I like that part.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's why I took. That's why I took like a 1.5 off, or a point off, because it's not its own thing.
But what I like, and that's exactly why I like the movie. To add on to what Tarek said, I mean, I thought it was great that there was this ode to all these, villains that we, these beloved villains that we were, that we grew up watching with the Goblin, and how, I mean, I couldn't see another guy play Goblin the way Willem Dafoe did, and he was right on point. Like he never left the role, and he did his own stunts. He said he wasn't even going to come back to the movie unless he could do his own stunts. Yeah. So the fact that they gave all these character arcs from previous movies like a nice send-off, a proper salute, and now you get to reset and refresh with a Spider-Man who now lives in a universe where nobody knows that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. And now we get a whole new series where now he gets to start from scratch, and he's not probably going to have the help as much as he did in these previous movies. So we're watching, to go back to Harry Potter, like we're watching Tom Holland grow up in front of our eyes, like like those guys did in their movies. So now we're getting a new set of Spider-Man movies where now, okay, we grow up with Tom Holland, and now we're gonna get into these probably a little bit darker stories.
Tarek, are you happy now the direction that the Tom Holland Spider-Man's going? Is this the Spider-Man that you're looking for, the struggle Spider-Man?
Yeah, I don't like Spider-Man in the. I think they went to the Iron Man suits way too fast.
Yeah.
Another great thing about this film is the way Tom Holland is finally fighting and like really like a spider, not depending on the suit. I thought that was great. Like we mentioned, like the body slam thing, like he fought like Spider-Man instead of like an Avenger in a suit. So I thought that was dope. But yeah, I'm excited. I saw people complaining about the outfit at the end. I'm like, get over
That was
it.
the best part.
That was the best part.
That was on
The
point.
outfit?
Oh my god.
Wow,
That was
what
one
I
of the
got
best
goosebumps.
parts.
I'm sorry. What was the complaint about the outfit? I missed that.
People were like, why does he look like that? It's too shiny. Why don't they go back to the? I'm like, it's
It's
fine.
homemade.
It's
He
fine.
finally made his own suit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I am happy. We don't need another Spider-Man movie in like the next 2 years, probably. But I'll be very curious to see where they go, what direction they go in.
Was there anything else anybody?
They're talking about doing the fourth one. They're in.
Yeah, on the red
approaching
carpet.
pre-production.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I'm
happening.
assuming there's going to be a Venom or at least a Black Spider-Man suit at some point.
I don't. Let me
Right.
just say real quick. though, I
Remember,
think that
Flash
Venom-
is still in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't.
I mean,
think
I'm
they're gonna
assuming
do
everyone
anything-
here saw. No, probably not. I'm assuming that
I think-
everyone here saw.
Venom.
Right. I'm assuming everyone saw the end credit scenes.
Yes.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The end credit
So-
scene and then the trailer for the new
Yeah.
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange movie.
Yeah. So.
Wait, can I talk about the movie first? Can I talk
Yeah.
about
Absolutely.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I just wanted everyone to talk first before I get stompled on. As in like my review.
Tell us why you hate the movie.
I'll tell you why. Oh, you want me to go with the hate first
Yeah.
and then the love?
Give us the hates. All your hate.
I hate the fact that they wanted to turn these guys like good / cure them.
Uh-huh.
It bothers me so much because like
Really?
it only took this short of a time because they're using Stark technology to help them become better people. Like to me, I'm like, I wish that they stayed bad. Maybe cured a couple of them, but not all. Come on, not all of them. And how long were they in that lab for to be like, yeah, we've got it, except for Andrew Garfield because he had cured him before, Electro before. So he's like, oh, I got this. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
But that just it bothered me so much, that part of the storyline. And it was like practically the entire storyline of like talking about like, oh, let's just have hope for these guys and they're going to be good. And once it turned into like trying to like bring him to Happy's place and curing these guys, I was turned off by it. I was like, this is dumb. This is stupid. I don't like this. I was just very, very turned off by it. And then it makes me think, okay, so when the universe cracks, the multiverse cracks, and Doctor Strange comes back into play and he's like, oh, I can't hold them back. Like, I can't, they're all coming in. And Tom Holland's Peter Parker says, then make everyone forget that I was Spider-Man and Peter Parker because they'll stop coming through because they don't know who Peter Parker is.
Right.
But doesn't that mess up all the other timelines, all the other
does.
universes?
It does.
And it bothers me too because I'm like, okay, so was curing these people for nothing? Because are they going to go back and still be the bad villains that they were?
So good question. And that
And
brings
what
me to
happened?
what?
No, and what happens with with Peter Parker from Andrew Garfield, and what happens with Tobey Maguire? Because
Yeah.
then if people didn't know who they were, Peter Parker, then it messes up their stories. So I'm
Right.
like, did everything we watched before just get erased? And then if that happens and their love life gets affected by it, the villains get affected by it,
Yeah.
and then if they go back to their universes and they say, oh, these people are good now, then that old Peter Parker, aka Tobey Maguire that we saw, he couldn't become who he was without the villains. That's what I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because we're in the MCU now, so they're like, oh, screw these people. We're never going to continue their stories.
Yeah.
But
I
it just,
think-
I'm just like, what am I watching here?
I think what explains that is the Loki show.
I
Now,
think
because
Doctor Strange is going to explain.
Yeah, but but because Doctor Strange, they fixed it and they sent them back, but because they sent them back, now that splintered
Yeah.
those people's timelines, just like it was showing, like in the Loki show, like
Right.
all kinds of lines just splintering. So there is a version of our Spider-Man that went through what they went through in the movies that we saw, but then there's going to be other timelines where those villains return cured, and there is going to be a whole set of circumstances.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not a fan of.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of time travel in movies. That's why I didn't love Endgame as much as I love Infinity War. And I'm not a fan of like other than like Into the Spider-Verse because it's animated.
Silly comic book stuff will explain everything, okay?
I know, but like the MCU, I feel like they're just doing whatever the F they want.
Yeah, that's true.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm done with the whole multiverse stuff.
So
Also,
Yeah, I
going off
agree
what
with
you're saying
Michaela.
about,
I think
like,
I-
bringing- go on.
Go ahead, Joey.
I think what Michaela said was kind of on point. Like, because I was thinking this actually after I left the theater yesterday. It's like, so what? So all the people that Green Goblin killed prior to coming into the MCU, like that didn't happen, or he's not gonna get in trouble for that. You know what I mean? Like it was just like some real
Literally
like
skeletons of
human
people.
questions. You know?
Yeah.
And also, they were all talking about all of them. We're talking about how they realized that they were about to get killed before they got switched into that universe. So, do they go back to that timeline and are
still
about
get
to
killed?
get killed again?
It's the
The
thing
thing is, Doc
probably.
Ock specifically, like he redeemed himself before, like in the original Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
So like he was already technically good when he was about to die. So
Sandman,
yeah,
Yeah.
Doc
Sandman,
Ock.
yeah, Sandman's good.
yeah.
Sandman
But-
didn't even die.
But also to go back on what Michaela
Spider-Man
said,
3.
so if everybody forgets that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, does Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man go back to be with MJ and then
No,
MJ
but
forgets
I'm telling
about
you.
it, you know?
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, is because
It's
the
all
way
messed
Marvel, the way you're thinking about the old way we think about movies of timeline. Just got to think about the new way of Marvel does.
No,
their
but there would be
timelines.
no timeline where anyone knows where Peter Parker is Spider-Man
matter.
because they said that
That
what?
doesn't matter. I'll tell
They
you
did
why.
the spell.
I'll tell you why.
Wibbly-wobbly,
I'll tell you
timey-wimey,
why.
you know?
The Spider-Men that were in the movie are the past Spider-Men that already went through all that and went through time already. They've already
Yeah, but this is
those
where
things.
Marvel messed up.
But
This
the
is where
whole
No, but listen
No,
to me. Listen
Marvel
to me. Let me
messed up.
finish. Let
Marvel
me finish.
messed up.
Let
The
me
whole
finish.
point
Let
of
me
the
finish.
spell
Let me
was so
finish.
they forget who Peter Parker is,
I
so
know, but
they
let me-
stop coming. So
me
does
finish.
that make
Let me
everybody
finish.
forget?
Let me finish. Let me finish. Those Spider-Men are the old Spider-Men that went through what they went through, and when they returned, they still went through what they went through because that already happened in the past.
Yeah, but
Their
MJ
timelines didn't change.
I don't get it.
Their timelines don't change.
Yeah,
Those villains were dead.
So then
already
how do
dead
the
already.
villains forget who
Those-
Peter Parker is?
That it made another multiverse where those villains are still alive and
Yeah.
going through a different set of
'Cause now all the
circumstances.
branches-
That's the way
branches.
Marvel timelines work.
what I don't get. Listen
It
to me.
is.
Listen to me.
It's crazy.
This,
it don't make
this
no
is
sense. But I'm telling
another
you, that's
thing
the way it
I
works.
do not get.
Inconsistencies.
I know another thing I don't forget.
It's a
I won't
movie.
forget. And I'm really upset about is Tobey
I'm
Maguire.
not defending it, by the way. I'm just telling you
Oh,
what
no,
it
no, no,
is.
no, you're
I'm telling
fine.
you what they're going to do.
You're fine. I'm still confused, but the Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker, and Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, they vanished back to their timelines as well. My issue is
Mhm. Yeah.
why would they have left? They would forget that they're Peter Parker themselves.
I don't think so. No, it doesn't work on Peter
Okay.
Parker.
I was like,
Peter Parker's the only one who knows
I
he's
guess it was
Spider-Man.
like a double spell. Everyone gets sent back.
Yeah.
The villains forgot who Peter Parker as Spider-Man.
What
Jude,
Doctor
you had-
what Doctor Strange was saying was that,
Uh-huh.
I can't make. I have to redo the spell completely,
Right.
Right.
and therefore everybody will forget Peter Parker. But that original spell was just for his universe.
Okay.
The forget Peter Parker spell was just for his universe. It just got messed up, so he had to not finish it. He never finished it. He just contained it.
Right.
And for someone
original
who
one, yes.
still doesn't make sense. He
Yeah.
was all of a sudden able to change it to something accurate that worked better.
All right.
But I'm with you though. Like, if those guys are redeemed, do they go back to the moment where they're about to get killed?
No, because that
That's the
moment
whole
where
point.
where Dr. Octopus went, he was already good at the end of Spider-Man
Yeah, but
2.
Yeah, but he still died.
So
But he
he
still
died,
died.
yes. But when
No,
he
but he
returned,
sacrificing
but
himself.
yeah, but
He had the machine.
when he was introduced into the No Way Home, he was still the evil Dr. Octopus. So it was way before he had that final battle.
So that means
in
when he
Spider-Man
gets
2.
sent back to his
understand.
universe, he'll still be alive.
Exactly. And
That's
that
a
creates
whole nother
another
timeline, yeah. Another timeline.
It just
I
created
see what
another
you're
timeline.
saying,
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't really matter what happens
Which
to the other
is
ones
messy.
because they don't care.
Which is messy and it confuses people. I agree, it confuses people and it's messy, but that's the way I'm telling you that's what
This is
they're
why
doing.
timeline movies don't work unless it's like Back to the Future where it's really silly.
Yeah, what about-
and something to
But
understand.
I'll tell you stuff
know?
that I really loved about the movie. Like
right, go
I
ahead.
really did enjoy the way that they introduced the villains. As in like Doc Ock and the Green Goblin coming in and then all of a sudden Doctor Strange taking Tom Holland's Peter Parker to back to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I thought that was a really cool concept. And I thought the villains like clashed really well together. And I was like, I really wanted to see like Sinister Six type of, and it kind of like made you feel that.
They were
Yeah,
close. They were close there. They were kind of vibing.
There was another villain there.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
just not in New York.
Venom was the sixth. Venom was
Yeah,
the
it's
sixth.
not in New York. Just not in New York.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoyed, obviously, when Matt Murdock was probably my favorite, like one of my favorite parts coming in. Like I thought that little piece of him was just enough to be like, he's coming back. This is gonna be awesome. Of him grabbing that brick.
Yeah.
In love.
Oh yeah, I'm a really good lawyer.
In love. I was like, yes, this is amazing. And of course, the MCU knowing what they're doing and Hawkeye having their episode that week.
We gotta talk about Hawkeye before we leave.
And then the last thing, obviously, when Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield come in. Tobey Maguire is the Spider-Man I grew up with, so I will always love Tobey Maguire. And I didn't love Andrew Garfield when I was younger, like when it's introduced, because I was obviously just bitter about loving Tobey.
Right.
But I loved Andrew in this movie.
Yeah, he definitely.
Oh my God, he was amazing.
And so did other people, because apparently there's talks right now on the internet where people are petitioning to have an Amazing Spider-Man 3.
I agree. I mean, I'm all for it. And then him coming into the portal, him skipping like that, I was like, Andrew, like this is him. I'm excited. And then when he saves Zendaya or MJ, my heart was just like so happy. I was so happy. That was like that single moment was my favorite part in the movie.
Drew, you had a thought. I want you to get it in.
Oh no, it was about the Doc Ock thing, which
okay.
Which you kind of debunked.
Sorry, I totally went off on a limb here, but I was
going off what you were saying about Zendaya
See, I know you had
and like Andrew saving. I feel like not many people are talking about like when Toby saved Green Goblin at the end. Like,
yeah.
We thought it was stupid when he got stabbed.
and
Yeah,
then he
not only.
Okay.
I know, but anyway, like
I got something about that.
I was gonna say like not only does he like stop Tom Holland from actually like doing what he did and like getting revenge and not getting fulfillment from that, but also he technically saved his best friend's dad, which is like another whole another level, which I didn't even think about.
He would have died. He would die.
All right, so here's the juice about the stabbing, about the Tobey Maguire stabbing scene. All right, apparently that was supposed to be his death. That's it. He was like, hey, I'm gonna come do it, but it's a one and done, and you kill me at the end, because I'm getting too old for this or whatever.
We could tell. We all could tell.
Apparently, after they sat down and they watched the movie, the powers that be, they were like, dang, this was really good. So they went to Toby and made him offer he couldn't refuse. So they re-shot that scene. That's why he's like, yeah, I've been stabbed before. It's kind of like a whatever.
It looked like a last minute write-in.
But supposedly that was a coup de grace, for Tobey Maguire. Supposedly, it was supposed to be.
That's good though. I like that they give him the nice.
They brought him a bag and they said, "Hey, you're gonna do some more movies, right?" Yeah, all right.
You want another No Way Home hat? We'll give you one.
No, they brought him the bag. That's what they did.
You know what's cool? Now that we're like, reintroduced to Toby and Andrew, and they're continuing their story arcs from what went on after where we left them. I think that gives us room to like throw them into these Morbius movies, throw them into these Venom movies, because they're all coming from those respected. Yeah, they're all coming from those respected universes.
That's a freaking movie.
And we saw the Toby poster in the Morbius thing that they took from the PS4. With his costume.
They should
so who knows if he pops up.
I want the continuation of Amazing Spider-Man when they're talking about Peter Parker's parents. Like, we didn't know to see who the mysterious figure was, or there was a bunch of stuff that was just left undone, with that story, And the same thing for Tobey Maguire, with the Spider-Man 4 that we never got, so going down the line, starting with Joey, do we want to see a continuation of the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield stuff? No, forget about the villains changing because of what happened in No Way Home. I'm talking about for where we last saw it.
I honestly would rather them play kind of like a secondary role to these villain movies that they're doing. So where, like a Morbius or something is trying to, understand his powers and, he's getting into some shit or whatever the case is. Like, Spider-Man, a Toby or an Andrew can make an appearance in these movies. That'd be cool. I mean, we already have Tom Holland. I think he secured his bag and he secured his spot as in my opinion, right now, like he's our Spider-Man.
Okay.
So I think that leaves room, but there's also room because I heard he said he wanted to take some time off, which I highly doubt that's going to happen, especially after the success that it's having right now. And they're already talking about Spider-Man 4, and he's not going to drop they're going to give him Robert Downey money. So,
well, he's also signed on to one more movie with this current contract.
Yeah, a crossover.
There you go, and that can be a crossover film too.
It can be.
So, but here's the thing: it left the door open just in case that doesn't fall through, or he wants a break, or whatever the case is. Hey, tell a story on Andrew's, Amazing Spider-Man 3, or give us a Toby Spider-Man 4 and let us know what happened. Maybe introduce his daughter, who ended up being what was it? She was May part. His daughter ended up being a Spider Woman. You know what I mean, or a Spider-Man character. So I mean, this is someone.
Yeah, right. Spider Woman. Spider Woman's a mutant.
Because
Spider Girl, should I say?
Yeah, Toby's daughter. I mean, Spider-Man's daughter took over the mantle. He did acknowledge that he started a family with MJ in his universe. So I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I think Tom Holland's our guy, and I think they should use Andrew or Toby in these like Morbius movies and Kraven and things like that.
Yeah, I'm excited. Rich, put on the mask when you answer the question, bro.
Sorry. When it comes to Andrew Garfield, Amazing Spider-Man 3, I would actually like to see that storyline kind of come to an end, because there were a lot of questions at the end of that Amazing Spider-Man 2. And after we saw that whole him catching MJ thing, I think it would be cool to see like what happens after the fact, like now that he kind of got his closure from that situation, and maybe see like a new MJ, like when he said like, oh, that's the MJ in my universe, like I think it would be cool to see like what would happen if he went back and he actually met another MJ, maybe Zendaya, a Zendaya
he was
MJ
supposed
too.
to have a Mary J in that Amazing Spider-Man 2, so she was supposed it was the chick from what was that movie that was like a knockoff of Hunger Games? I forgot what the hell it was.
Oh, Shailene Woodley.
With the Zeus characters,
Divergent.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Divergent.
Divergent.
The chick for Divergent. She was supposed to be Mary Jane. She was casted as that, but they took the scene out because they thought it would be a little insensitive, like for him to move on from Gwen so quickly. But they had a Mary Jane for Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Interesting.
So
Terry Lewis.
Oh, hold on, I didn't finish.
Oh, you finished?
Toby.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro.
About the Toby one.
Trying to keep it going for a month. Go ahead. Keep
my
going.
bad.
For Toby, I think Toby's done. I think he should just be done with the Spider-Man thing. I think I think he's done.
They would have done. They would have. I tell you, they would have let that.
He's got back
that
problems,
scene
dog. He's done.
Yeah.
He's got back
He
problems.
can't even crack his own back, y'all.
Yeah. Tarek, you ready for more Sony Spider-Man stuff or nah?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
It's just a hard no. You got to defend your position, bro. You got to go hard in the paint. Come on.
No, nothing.
No.
This was the closure. This was the closure. As a studio, they had to leave it open for the possibilities to see what fans would think. This was the closure. You got the Gwen thing off his back. Toby, Spider-Man was able to save Green Goblin this time instead of him hurting. Closure. Close it off.
What about a series?
No.
A limited series? Nothing?
There's so much more to do.
All right.
No.
Michaela, I already know what you're going to say about it.
Let's just roll with Tom and see what he produces.
Okay. Michaela?
Yeah, no, because if this is already confusing, it's going to confuse everybody else. They'll be like, what is going on? And I agree with Joey. I think that it'll be fun to maybe see like Andrew Garfield be Spider-Man in like the Venom universe, aka Morbius universe.
Kelly says, you take that back, Rich. Toby forever.
Nah, yo.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, are we just gonna act like Tobey Maguire didn't look old as shit on the movie screen?
He was
I think
old.
that was the point. I think that was the point.
Yeah,
He's supposed to be the senior Spider-Man.
Even Andrew Garfield said something about him looking like a church dad. Like, let's be done with him.
Youth pastor, yeah. Youth pastor.
You can't
Drew, you have the final word.
You can't say that after giving William Dafoe props doing his own stuff.
Yeah, but
Come on, bro.
but Willem
Yo,
Dafoe looks the
listen,
same.
William
Yeah,
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was a
But
beast.
William Dafoe killed it.
He's been 67 for the past 72 years.
Yeah.
Yo, that man looked the same as he did from the last movie.
Yeah.
Actually looked better shape than the last movie, to be honest.
Well, come on, CGI, huh?
What?
I don't know. My man was looking thick in that goblin outfit.
It was on that Kumail workout.
Okay, just if you
don't skip
rewatch
leg
it,
day.
the part where Aunt May dies and he jumps back
Wait,
onto
who?
the
Oh,
oh,
what?
shut up.
Spoil-
When he jumps on the
She said it!
I thought we were keeping that a secret.
when Green Goblin jumps back on, that was so fake. Did anyone just like see that and was like, okay, this is like
Oh,
they?
yeah.
I don't know how much
CGI,
time
of
they put into
course.
the
Come on.
CGI.
Drew, get your final
Listen,
thoughts.
none of
You,
us aren't
you want some
jumping on a
Sony?
ladder like that.
You want some Sony
Yeah, I
Spider-Man?
know.
Some
I mean,
Andrew Garfield?
I
some
wouldn't be
Tobey Maguire?
opposed to a Andrew Garfield movie again, just because they kind of did him dirty. And plus, I mean, the second movie ended with a cliffhanger with him fighting Rhino, or whatever. And so clearly there was going to be a third movie. But like again, Toby, he's kind of had his run. Like it would be cool if there was like little cameos and stuff. But yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't be opposed to anything continuing. To be honest with you, but
It's
no,
like more
fine.
Spider-Man. I'm not going to be mad at it. I
Yo,
just
I
want
will
Miles.
say-
That's what I
More
want.
Spider-Man.
I want to see
Yo,
Miles.
Andrew bodied it. Like his dialogue.
Yeah.
I think he stole the show.
Everything was great.
He
He,
did.
stole it, yeah, in my opinion. And I think they purposely did that because, you know, they even poke fun at him being like the third best Spider-Man, and he's like he's poking
I
fun
wanna
at
fight
him.
him.
Spider-Man,
Alien?
Peter Parker 3.
I want to fight an
Yeah.
alien.
So they did him right. Like the way they wrote him in the movie, man, he definitely stole the show. And he was like you couldn't keep your eyes off him whenever he had a line, because it was either something funny or it was something touching, and like his emotion and everything, talking about Gwen, saving MJ, like he was just on point. He stole the show.
Yeah,
Oscar
I think it
worthy.
was great. Anybody else got any other points about Spider-Man that you want to talk about? Did anybody notice? I want to ask everyone. Did anybody? Yeah, definitely. Did anybody notice the characters that were in that waiting in the wings to jump
I
in the?
saw Scorpion
Yes.
and Rhino.
Craven and Black Cat also.
I didn't know. It went so fast I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah, when
stop
it goes
and
on
that's
Disney,
why
I saw the
Plus,
sta-
it's not
I saw the
Disney
dude
Plus.
with
It's
I'm
not
gonna pause that,
Disney
yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, whoever had the staff, I don't know who that was.
Yeah,
That was
I
Craven.
thought it
with
was
the staff.
Craven.
That was Craven? Okay.
interesting.
I just want to reiterate, like what Michaela was saying, like great execution of a not so good plot.
Right.
Like it makes the motivation of like, I want to redeem them and I can't see them die. It just came out of nowhere kind of. I was like, all right.
I think everyone was great. I think everyone acted the shit out of okay movie.
I just think that whole plot line, you're right. Everyone acted the whole plot line of like him deciding to take the thing from Dr. Ibsen.
It was Spider-Man
That was well
Endgame.
executed.
Spider-Man Endgame. That's what it was.
Right.
Spider-Man game. Supposedly
Absolutely.
it already beat Infinity War's numbers.
It's top 3. It's
Yeah.
number 3.
Top
Sure.
3 most.
If they
Was it
would have had an
Marvel?
opening in China, they would have been the most grossing
Of course.
Of course.
movie worldwide.
That's a cheat code.
Kelly says, "What would you guys think about a Miles Morales movie with real people?
I am all for
live
it.
Oh yeah,
action
that's
Miles
on deck.
Morales.
I think they
all
hinted.
for it.
Jamie Foxx hinted that
Oh, yeah.
already. So I think that's
Yeah.
definitely where they're going.
That's definitely there.
Like they definitely alluded to it like multiple times. I mean, like in Homecoming, they had like allegedly his uncle or whatever played by
Yeah, probably.
Donald Glover, so-
Childish
Gambino.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Which is why I
Anything
thought
else?
that he was gonna come through of that
I know.
portal.
But how can he come through a
With-
portal if he's already in the
Again,
MCU
they're
universe?
teasing you.
Oh, true.
Yeah, how they gonna do the Miles when they haven't even introduced
They're
them yet?
teasing you so that the
I
payoff
guess
is
the only
amazing.
Well,
the
hold
only
on.
reason I
Hold
think
on.
that
The
the
whole-
portal only opened twice is because
They were
They
in his,
kind of had a
in his
feeling-
universe.
because the villains that were there, they only put together because they spent a lot of time in that. The Ned and MJ spent a lot of time with the villains, and they realized that they only came from 2 separate universes because they knew that Doc Ock and the Green Goblin and Sandman all
Were
knew
from
each
those.
other within that universe,
Mhm.
and that the others knew each other from another universe. So when they
So-
opened 2 portals and 2 Spider-Man came out, maybe they realized, oh, you know this person on here, you know this person, so this is only 2.
Oh, I guess
I
that
don't
could
know.
work because
That's the only thing I can think, that there only was 2 portals
Plus the
open.
holy trinity of
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
but then that would that.
I don't know if the
then where
algebra
did-
makes sense.
I looked
then
at the
where did
rings, like the
Craven
rings
come
that.
from?
No, because
Where
they would
did
say, "Oh,
Craven-
these 3 people knew each other from one universe, and these 2 people knew each other from one universe, or whatever the case
But
may be." And they're 2
if you
Spider-Man.
look at what Doctor Strange was doing when he made the rings around him as he's doing the spell, there's like 3 of them. So he did 3 rings, and he even explains it like, a few of whoever a few of these people snuck through while I was trying to do this spell to help protect your ass, and these people know Peter Parker. It might not be you, but it's Peter Parker from their universe. Like nobody knew who Peter
And Miles
was.
Morales
You know what
isn't
I'm
Peter
saying?
Parker. Just saying.
Oh, that's
So
Yeah.
Miles Morales is Miles
So
Morales.
and then the final question is the Venom
Bars.
suit.
Taylor dropped the
The
bars.
Venom,
Bars.
the Venom that was left behind in
Little symbiote.
the
Well, that's
symbiote.
what's a really cool
Symbiote.
thing about Tom Holland turning a little darker, a little more like real life adult. Is that
And then it
when
makes
the
sense.
Venom comes out, it's going to be much darker time, like a darker story.
So I see what they kind of did. Like, they had Tom Hardy and the prototype Venom, in the other universe, in our universe, the MC universe, in Mexico partying, and they're talking about Spider-Man and Thanos stuff and what happened, and he got pulled back, right? But he left a little piece of himself there. But that one is the one, that Venom was still very intrigued in Spider-Man and what was happening. So I can see that now. Okay, that symbiote's gonna go find Peter Parker. You know what I mean?
They did the whole
Yeah.
hive mind thing. They
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of they kind of showed that like with the hive mind that it's a multi-dimensional,
It's a multi-dimensional thing. Yeah. Mhm.
brain.
And that's
so,
why. Go ahead, Rich. Okay.
And I was just gonna say, and that's why Venom knew who Peter Parker was, because in another universe he had fought him in another universe, and he knew about it.
So that's the same Venom that was in Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a piece of it.
Well, in a sense, because with the hive mind, technically they're in all universes, so he understands everybody.
Right,
as
right,
far.
Yeah.
But from what we're familiar with,
Yeah. Like I said,
Which is why he
silly
snuck
comic
in.
book stuff.
silly.
But that's how it goes. Oh, we lost Joey. But like I said, silly comic book stuff. It's all they could write in and out plot holes, right?
Love it.
Just like a Doctor Strange portal.
Multiverse is whack.
It's got to end.
Plot hole. We can fix that.
It's got to end.
It's all right.
Either way, I think all of those plot holes, they can all be explained by the multiverse in some way or form. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, it's splintered here, or it's just a multiverse here. It's a different timeline here.
Yeah.
At this point, we're just at a point where there's so much confusion with everything going on. Like, we still don't know what happened in the Loki universe, let alone everything that happened in the Spider-Man universe. So,
Right.
and then we got the Spider-Verse that they have with all those.
Yeah, the animated one. It's gonna be a mess. That
Spider-Ham
Exactly.
movie.
I
I'm
love
telling you.
that.
I just need some more Spider-Ham. That's it. Okay.
Not John Mulaney.
So much hate.
No John Mulaney for me.
So much hatred.
I do. But I do have to say, I am very excited of what's going to happen next for Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Or like Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Because of one, Venom, and two, we saw he's going to get his GED, so obviously not going to MIT like the plan was. And I'm hoping he goes to Empire State University and he might meet someone by the name of Gwen Stacy. I'm hoping. This is my hopes.
Well,
And then
he's gonna
maybe
have-
Venom.
I think he's gonna have all the girlfriends.
it's gonna be a love
He's gonna have the Black Cat girlfriend. He's gonna have the Gwen
Oh, no,
Stacy
Black Cat, I
girlfriend.
think, is definitely
He's
gonna come in the
have,
next movie.
And the Firestar girlfriend. He's gonna have a bunch of stuff. I tell you, it's all gonna happen.
I
gonna
can't
happen.
wait.
Man,
Can't wait. There's so much that they could do with it, and the thing is like at this point we don't even know where they're gonna go because with everything that they changed in this Spider-Man and his origin story, and I mean Michaela already said it. They killed Aunt May, and she was actually the one to make the famous line with great power comes great responsibility, and I thought that was beautiful that they did that. But that's what I knew she. That's what I knew.
Did you shed a thug tear?
Oh,
Yeah,
No thug tear.
I cried
I
three
should-
times. I cried 3 times. I'll be honest. I cried 3 times. Cried 3 times.
That's great. Anything else about Spider-Man before we move on? We got what's our hype level for Multiverse of Madness? Doctor Strange.
Very hype.
Yeah. What's our hype level? Tarek.
I don't know.
He's just like, what's up with that? What's up with that like slide? Like, oh, I know what you did, Wanda. Don't worry about it. I need you right now.
I know we're all thought she's gonna be the villain in the next one. It's like, just kidding, she's gonna be a sidekick.
Like, I know what happens. Don't worry. Sorry, I kind of need you right now.
Like what you did was nothing.
Go ahead. Oh, did we lose Rich? We lost Rich. Rich just paused.
Listen,
Take over,
if Marjorie becomes the villain,
Mhm.
finally, I'll be excited to see that. But if that's the same Doctor Strange, the alternate Doctor Strange from What If, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah, I think that is.
And are we doing
He's gonna walk out the theater.
We already
y'all.
saw this.
We just did multiple Spider-Man. I get it, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
hyped about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's what they're gonna do because I think I've seen rumors that they're gonna be my
You're gonna ruin your own
spoilers. I've seen rumors that Haiti Atwell is gonna be in the movie as like a live action version of the Captain Carter. I've seen little things like that, so I think they're gonna do a little bit of that What If stuff.
Interesting.
I was so excited for this movie, and then when I saw the trailer, I was like, I don't know if I'm as excited.
Yeah, I'm okay
I
about
wish
it.
that it was still Edgar Wright. Personally.
Oh yeah, the original director.
Yeah.
Well, Edgar Wright was supposed to do Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Who was it originally?
Yeah, somebody.
It was supposed to be like a scary movie.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Why do I forget his name?
Oh my God, I can't remember.
Anywho, yeah. Well, it's a revolving door.
Yeah, literally.
Man, so anything else for the ones that are here left? The couple of them dropped like flies, but no, they're trying to come back. I see.
Can we talk for a
Bring them
brief
back through
thing
their
about
portals.
Hawkeye? It's a brief
We
moment.
want to talk about Hawkeye
For a minute,
We want to
for a
talk.
minute.
We
I
haven't.
wanna talk about
We
Spider-Man.
haven't talked anything about Hawkeye because we've been on and off here on the show. So we definitely want to talk.
I just think it was
just
cool.
talk
Just a
about
tiny
the whole
bit.
show right
Just a
now,
tiny
episodes 1
little
through
bit.
5. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna
Because
say,
it's not much going on.
Yeah, it's it's interesting though.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Go ahead and take point there and tell me how you feel about Hawkeye right now. You're already 5 episodes in. You're caught up.
Yeah, I'm caught up. I
All right,
watched
go
all the episodes.
Go ahead.
But I enjoy it for what it is, like a fun Christmas fight movie. Like team up with an old man and a young girl and being all fun and,
Yeah,
and
it's
cute
fun.
and,
It's a
and
great
like
show.
yeah, it's cute. It's cute. I think it's fun for
Cute.
the. It's cute. It's cute
Yeah,
for
dude.
the.
Now I know why my wife likes the show.
It's cute for the for what it is and the time frame and all that stuff but now it's starting to get interesting where it's like once Yelena got into the picture I was like, oh yeah,
Okay, now
this is
now
it.
you're here. Now you're
now
there.
I'm here. And then at the point towards Wilson Fisk
Mhm.
and Echo, I was like, yeah, this is getting good. Like I could care less about Kate Bishop and Hawkeye. I was all for Echo and Fisk and Yelena.
So now we're getting some kind of like cohesion here with Daredevil stuff.
Yes, that's
So-
why I was
and
so
now we
excited.
got the Daredevil from the movie. So we know it's happening,
Right.
in some shape or form. Tarek, you feel? I know you're a big fan of Hawkeye.
Yeah, I like it more than Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Wow. Okay. Well, I definitely like. I still like Loki, but I definitely, I think it's definitely better than Falcon Winter Soldier. I don't know about that show sometimes.
I think it's they're pumping a lot of humor into it, and I think they actually do a good job of it without making it seem corny and stupid. And I think the it's level. It's not like crazy stuff going on.
Aliens and magic and multiverse.
It's like a crime. It's like a comedy crime drama right now, and I like that aspect of it. It's kind of what I liked about talking about the ties of Daredevil. What I liked about those Marvel shows, that they were so grounded. That's what I mean. It's very grounded and nothing too crazy, which I like.
I don't know about you, Tarek, but I almost love it so much because I miss the simple days of Marvel.
Right.
Where it's like no multiverse, no like team ups.
Yeah.
Like this is like
No, I can
this
see
is a
people. I can see
story.
people getting confused. Yeah, I can see
It's
it.
like one story.
I can see it. Look at
Honestly-
my boss. My boss is texting me right now. Neil. And he's saying, bro, Tobey Maguire, the OG, the best ever. Like he's probably sitting in the movie theater texting me right now.
Oh my God, tell him to turn off his phone.
Yeah. No, that's what he rolls.
Tobey Maguire?
He's got 0 Fs. Yeah.
That old man is I'm kidding.
Yeah, so he's on the hype train right now. He's probably in the middle of the movie. Or maybe he just finished watching, I don't know. But
yeah, the cool thing about Hawkeye is it's like it's Marvel's Die Hard. Like it's a Die Hard kind of vibey movie.
I like it too.
Family affair.
Yeah.
I'm just here for everything, man. It was great. The whole Yelena stuff is just, I'm very intrigued. With the final, we got the final reveal with the big boss. Kingpin,
finally.
Same week.
Which I said was gonna happen, and Tarek didn't believe me.
Which is why they Kevin Feige came up and said that these guys are gonna reprise their roles going forward because as soon as you saw Daredevil, you automatically knew what the vibe was.
But
I can't see anyone else's.
I think next episode we're getting full Kingpin, huh?
No,
Yeah.
We're getting a scene or two.
Oh yeah, I know the TV spots are all pointing towards it's gonna be a big blowout.
Okay. But this is the last episode? I thought it was only 6 or 7
Yeah.
episodes?
I thought
Only
there was
six.
6. Okay, so this is the 6. Yeah, okay. This is the last one.
The lead up.
Wednesday's the last one, ladies and gentlemen.
It's gonna be the longest MCU show episode out of all of the MCU.
Wait, how long is it?
I don't know, but it's apparently
Pause.
probably like 2 minutes longer than the last
Oh my
one.
God.
2 minutes?
Just because of the trailer.
It's probably got like a 20-minute end credits.
Hour.
It's probably got like 20 minutes of end credits.
Because they have so many people in the tracksuits.
Yeah.
They try to.
You think they're
Knows what they
hint
were
at?
doing,
You think they're gonna hint at Thunderbolts? Because I feel like they've been doing that in like every
Oh, yeah. They're doing
post
that.
credit scene of these.
I want Matt
TV
Murdock
shows.
to show up again.
Yeah,
Catch
I'd be with
another
that
brick.
too.
If Daredevil shows up,
If Daredevil shows up, I will die
you'll
happy.
die happy. Hey, I like Daredevil.
I'm
Daredevil's one of
a
my
little
favorite
tight that we're
characters.
getting an Echo show before Daredevil.
But we don't know. Maybe like there's gonna be
Man,
like
but
Wilson
you had-
Fisk will return.
How many seasons of
Dot, dot,
Daredevil
dot,
do
in
we do on
Daredevil.
Netflix? That's still sitting there? How many seasons? 3?
3.
Yeah. There you go, bro. That's why. They're going to wait.
What if Foggy
They're going to
shows
wait
up?
a little
Oh.
bit.
Oh.
They're going to wait, let it marinate before they give you more Daredevil.
I don't know. I hope they make this Echo series intriguing because the Echo sereries and the Agatha Harkness series are not really hitting it with me.
You're right.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, so there's things that people are not going to be here for. Like, like
Spider-Man freshman
I know
year.
a lot of people who didn't like Loki. I know a lot of people who loved Falcon and Winter Soldier. Vice versa. I could go on and on, but I'm just saying that there's different things and different, the Doctor Strange stuff, the magic stuff. A lot of people who didn't like Shang-Chi. They didn't like for
Listen,
whatever reason.
but an Agatha Harkness series, woo, that's a reach.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a prequel
I think
too,
they're
probably
reaching
too.
with Echo a little bit too.
I think they're
like,
reaching with that too.
Yeah, I kind of don't care about her right now.
Can I
I
just have a
Like if she died in this next episode, I'd be like, oh well.
nice knowing you. I have a
That's not
question
good.
for you guys. So then, since we're talking about like the future of the MCU shows, after what we saw in Spider-Man: No Way Home, are we even excited to see a Spider-Man for freshman year? Like, do we even want to go back after we've seen? You want to go back
You
now?
want to go back?
yeah, I want to go back because they never
Okay.
explained the whole spider bite or anything like that.
Okay, so you want to? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see all that.
I wanted to go back until I saw this, and I was like, I kind of just want to move forward. I don't want to go back. But
Oh,
I
it's
see
a
what you're
baby.
saying.
Co-host. What does the baby think about Spider-Man: No Way
wants to see
Home?
it too.
Yeah.
Baby's hype.
What does the baby think about Spider-Man? There you
What do you think?
go.
He's like
Yeah,
looking at the mic like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That is maybe multiverse.
Man.
You said something interesting. You said these 3 movies, Spider-Man movies, were his origin story. I like that idea.
Yeah, but getting back, leaving the Hawkeye stuff. It's not quite over yet. We got one more episode. Getting back to Spider-Man again. It's kind of like a progression of this Tom Holland. Like the first movie was and I've been thinking about this for a while. The first movie was wide-eyed teenager. Oh man, I just fought Captain America. Oh yeah, and then I'm with Tony Stark. And here, the
The videos, the vlogs.
The second one was kind of like a little coming to to reality moment.
To the reality of
like,
what
dang,
a
I just died.
is.
You know, like I just died, you know, and I came back, but I've been gone 5 years, and man, like there's change. I just lost the guy that was, you know,
But he was
you know,
still
my
naive.
mentor, and he was still naive. Yeah, he's still naive, but it was kind of like as a progression.
Right.
To at the end of what we got now on No Way Home, he finally made a not a self-serving sacrifice to, you know, save multiverses. You know what I mean? And you know, it was a very Peter Parker thing. It was something that Tobey Maguire would have done. The end of the movie.
At his origin
Well, that's
story.
why he's the one that taught him. Say, hey,
Yeah.
don't kill this guy just because he killed your aunt.
Yeah.
Even though you really want to.
And I thought it was very interesting. This is like a progression, you know? And I think it would be cool to see the fun, young Tobey Maguire, not Tobey Maguire, the fun, young Tom Holland again, you know, in the animated form, I guess, which it would be, I think it would be fun in an animated form,
In
too.
an animated
Yeah.
form.
To see that, still
want
that,
dark.
why died. Oh, we're going to get
Cynical.
dark.
Yeah, it
We're
sucks
gonna
that
get
he's
dark.
not-
Cynical
I
again.
want Dark Knight.
No, he's not going to be dark, but I want to see him
feel
struggle a little bit. I just want to see him struggle solo now.
Where's Mary
She's
Jane?
she's like the emperor. I want to feel your anger,
I do.
your hatred, and strike me down with it.
That's exactly what I want.
You were real detailed with that information.
That's
I'm
my
a little
favorite guy.
concerned, but also impressed.
Palpatine TV over here.
I like the emperor. That's my guy.
No, I just want to see
He's
him
the only
struggle
bad guy
a
that's
little bit.
lived for 9 movies.
All right, you guys gonna watch Matrix?
Dublin.
Are we gonna review the
Of
Matrix?
course.
Oh, we're gonna talk about other stuff
100%.
that's not Marvel. Hold up.
100%.
We're gonna talk about other stuff that's not Marvel before we leave. So Matrix, when is that? Is it drop? Wednesday?
22nd.
The 22nd.
Wednesday.
Oh,
There it
yeah.
is.
Hold
The
up.
twist is that he was John Wick the whole time.
Bro, so I'm way confused. It is coming out on HBO Max.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was seeing like ads that were saying only in movie theaters.
In IMAX, they were saying.
Oh, see, false advertising, bro.
But watch it in the movie theater, please.
They're trying to they were
Pay
trying
with
to
your
catch me
pocket.
slipping.
Please,
They're trying to get me go watch it in the movie theater.
You should.
They're gonna
IMAX.
they're gonna get my money anyway. IMAX gonna be lit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be right there.
preliminary viewing saying that it's lit.
They say it's lit.
Yeah,
I heard the
it's lit.
opposite.
Yeah,
I heard some people say it's
I've
trash.
seen people who've only seen the first 45 minutes. They didn't doing the same thing like they did to the Spider-Man people. They only showing the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, but they don't.
to
Then the
screeners.
rest of it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
This shit's- how can you? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a new thing now. They're only showing half of the movie to people. Like, what do you
Like,
think so far?
They black it out.
I give it 5 stars when you see the whole thing. Oh man, that sucks.
Being stingy with the premieres.
But too late. Too late. You publish your review already. Can't retract it. That's a good trick though. That's a good trick.
I feel like that's
give it to them.
not a good review then.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah, you can't trust it. You can't be trusted.
Yeah.
How can you review something if you haven't seen it in its
You haven't
completion?
seen the sum of the whole
Yeah.
church.
I just think the Matrix is too close to real life right now. So.
The metaverse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I don't know how radical they can get. You know what I mean? And make me say, "Wow, that was a really great movie."
Anything with Keanu, I'll watch.
Oh, well, he's gonna be great regardless. You know?
I'm ready for John Wick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know kung
I'm ready
fu.
for anything John Wick.
Yeah.
What else? What else is coming out, guys? What are we missing?
The continent.
Before we
Oh,
wrap up the
Boba
show?
Fett starts next week.
Boba Fett, the book of
Oh,
Boba
Boba Fett looks good.
Star Wars. Star Wars always
The
taking
new
second
trailer
fiddle to
actually
everything.
got
I
me.
know nowadays.
Now it is. So like, oh yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes, we gotta talk about that. Boba Fett.
Birds in space.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. This is not Boba Fett. Well, actually, he's Boba Fett now.
He's Boba
He is
Fett.
Boba Fett now.
Fat Bubba.
Hopefully, he lost a little weight.
Y'all ready
No,
for
he
the
didn't.
Fat Bubba show?
Slip down to the roll there a little bit.
It's okay.
So it's gonna be like a or like a flashback and what's happening now at the same time. It's gonna be going back and forth, showing how he survived and what he
The
went through,
Witcher.
probably.
Who watched The Witcher?
Yeah. I didn't. I
didn't watch it,
I haven't
so I
watched it
can't
yet.
talk. I'm just saying
Anybody
that
watch
'cause
The
I'm
Witcher?
just-
Tarek, you watched The
That's
Witcher
a
season
video
2?
game.
I'm not caught up on The Witcher yet. No.
You see, I disappointed me, Tarek. I thought you were on it already.
You think I'm that much like I have nothing else to do?
I know that's funny.
I was too busy watching Spider-Man like 3 times.
Oh, wow.
I watched it twice. I don't know.
No, I think
Spider-Man.
that's a mistake that Netflix did drop in The Witcher because nobody's talking about The Witcher. We're literally
No
it's an
one.
hour into the show and we're just talking about The Witcher. Oh yeah, The Witcher's on Netflix season 2. Yeah, but nobody's talking about like
You need a chance to
wow.
watch it.
What do you mean?
The wrong
You
week.
get No, I'm saying we didn't all get a chance to watch it yet. It's still time.
That's what I'm saying. That this was the bad week to drop that season.
Maybe
Spider-Man
they thought that
just,
people were like, "Oh, Spider-Man's only at 2 hours and a half, and they'll spend their other hours watching The Witcher." Not.
Yeah, and it's probably great.
Maybe
It looked pretty. The trailer's pretty dope.
you know, looks
Yeah,
great.
my girl loves The Witcher.
Henry Cavill.
I never got into it.
You and Mark Hamill.
Mark Cavill. Man. Henry Cavill.
Henry
I said
Cavill.
Mark Cavill. Did I say
Yeah,
Mark?
you said
You
it.
confused me. You confused me.
I was like, wait.
I'm like, wait,
Mark-
we're talking about Star Wars
Mark
now?
Cavill.
Mark Cavill.
Did I say Mark?
Talk about cross universes.
I say Henry.
Chris
You
crossing
said Henry.
universes.
You thought you said Mark Hamill.
Chris crossing universes. I did finish Cowboy Bebop.
The Joker in The Witcher.
I
It
did-
went to waste now. It's no longer
I
going to be
know.
a show.
What I'm so pissed off. Not. I mean,
Hey, but you
'cause-
know what? But they be doing that a lot on Netflix. They be saying shows are canceled and then they come back.
Oh, just to troll people, see what the reaction is. You think they?
I don't
do
know.
that?
They did that. They did that with Ozark last season, and then it came back, and then obviously this season's gonna be the last one.
But I think the
They're like,
Ozark thing was because
No,
the
fam.
actors didn't
So-
want to come back.
So let me vent about Cowboy Bebop real quick. They literally just redid the animated show in like a
the
faster
animated
form.
show into live action.
Yeah, they really that's the and that's not creative to me. And it was literally like so. I was literally trying to watch. I was powering through the episodes. I was kind of like I don't care what's happening because I've seen this already.
Oh, that's a
What's
shame.
the
You know
point
what I
of
mean?
doing a live action? What do you mean?
They literally did a carbon copy of episodes in live action.
That's the purpose of a live action.
And they only
It's like
changed.
we like
They only
a different
diverted
story.
from the anime at the end, the last episode.
I guess their purpose was to try to get people
Well,
in that
I
weren't a
mean-
fan of the anime, like didn't watch the anime. And they
I
just
was
did the
there,
live
and
action.
I'm okay for that for them doing that. Maybe 2-3 episodes, but literally every
Every
episode
episode
was a
yes.
clone copy of an
Even the
animated episode.
finale. Even the
Even
finale. was a
the finale
clone.
was close. All they did was they remixed it a little bit at the end there.
So do you think it would have been better as a movie then?
A little remix at the end. That's it.
That's a good point. Did you
No,
rather
because
have see it as a
you
movie?
really,
Yeah,
you really
I would have
can't
rather
make-
had a movie.
That's insane.
But
Yeah, but you really can't make that series a movie.
no, yeah,
Like,
that's what I was gonna say.
There's way too
So
much.
it's a
There's way too
catch-22.
much that goes. There's way too
Oh,
much
wait,
that goes
Joey's
into it,
back. Sorry.
and the entire first season
Mhm.
is about what it's what makes him who
Yeah,
he
what-
is, fearless
what he is,
who he
yeah.
is, and so like you have to have the whole season with that. Now, if they want to continue it and make it a movie, that would be cool too. But now it would be different because you've already done the legwork for his origin story. So
Looks like she's going to medieval times.
Oh no. She's but that's what I gotta say about Cowboy Bebop. I'm disappointed.
are we the only ones that saw it? You and I?
I think so. Just me and you. Yeah. Nobody else cared about it. See? You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch
They
it.
do themselves.
I
think they
The only
do
thing that I
themselves.
didn't like about that series, because I actually really enjoyed it, the only thing I didn't like about it was the fighting. I felt like the fighting in the cartoon was a little different of a style they put into
It's a
the
different.
live action.
Again, anime is they get a little crazier and they can go
Yeah.
faster, and I mean, it's just
Yep.
it was a different stylize, with the anime
Yeah.
they could do.
Yeah, I didn't know Homeboy knew Wang Chung though.
Mhm.
My boy was in there.
Yeah. And the actors were excellent. I thought the actors were excellent, and you could tell that they really loved those parts. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they really dug in, and they did research, and they watched the episodes, and they they brought them to life. Even Julia and all that stuff, and every actor was excellent, I think. But alas, we will not get any more. And that's it.
Well, you didn't seem to be a fan, so
I am. I mean, it was good to a point, to a point that it was just really just a live action copy of the show until the end.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I mean, I'm okay for that. For a couple episodes, but dang, not the whole thing. Even 4. Even if they would have gave me 2 new episodes with some new, twists. Oh, okay, cool. Would have been dope. But it is what it is. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're gonna sign off for today. I think that's it. Unless anything else I'm forgetting.
No, that's it right now. I mean, we could talk about some stuff next week. I know there was a Batman I think a Japanese Batman trailer that leaked, and there's like new footage and I think Easter eggs of the Joker and stuff like that.
Joe, we gotta talk about. We got to devote an episode to DC, all the DC stuff. That's what we gotta do.
They need
let's wait on
Yeah,
that.
they need some
Well,
love.
we only talk about it for about 5 minutes.
It'll be a quick episode, but we still gotta at least make it the first part of the docket. There you go, of the discussion. That's what we gotta do. Joey Franchise, how to follow you, sir?
On Twitter and Twitch at Joey Franchise and Monday through Wild 94.1 out here in Tampa.
Rich Ortiz, sir, they can follow you.
Richie_Ortiz on Instagram, Twitter, and you can also get me on Twitch, Richie_Ortiz. I'm about to be playing some Warzone a little bit. If anybody wants to,
Let's go.
Get to
I'll be on. I'll be on.
Tap it in.
Oh, Joey,
Right.
you off?
Joey, let's hook
Joey,
up.
let's
I'm
get
off
some
tonight.
dubs,
Let's hook
dog.
All right, let's hook
Get
up.
these dubs.
Get some
Oh,
dubs.
I just commandeered the Xbox One.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What?
so I got an Xbox One now. So
Hold on.
I gotta get a
Like-
remote.
Wait,
The One
Like a-
S.
Xbox One or
No,
the,
the old Xbox One. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, the old, not the Series X. I wish. The Xbox One still good, right?
Okay.
Right? I could play Halo Infinite with it, right?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Sure.
There you go. That's what I.
Actually, I don't really know because I think it's
Yeah.
just the. Is it just for new gen?
No, it's for both.
Is it just for new gen? It's for
It's
both.
No,
for
I
Right?
think it's for
You
both.
see? Yeah,
It's
I just
not gonna
hosted
look
a
as good.
it's all right.
Uh,
That's all right. I
Halo
got an old TV.
Infinite
It's okay.
tournament.
Okay.
Try to play you, Speedy.
Yeah, let's do it.
You
Tarek,
can
I can
catch
follow you, sir.
Tarek on his N64.
Yeah. Well, holler at me on the GameCube. I'm gonna be on.
Follow me on the GameCube share button.
Oh man.
My name is Tarek, and at YouTube and on Instagram.
Of course, Mr. Drew Tallman, aka Alto Games. Check out his channel here on Twitch.
Yeah. So check me out on Twitch at Alto Games with 2 Z's and on Instagram, Drew Tallman. And yeah, I'll be having a 500 follower stream sometime this week.
All right.
Still trying to figure that out, but
Dope.
big things planned. So, yeah.
Excellent. So, and then of course, Michaela had to run, so you can follow her, Mika Fig, on Instagram, and she also has her and her fiance have a channel on
Adult
YouTube, which is called
Adventure
Adult
Time.
Adventure Time. It's not what you think, but go check it out anyway if you don't believe me. Of course, you can follow me
Check
at
it
DJ
out.
Speedy.
Go check
Yeah.
it out.
Go check it out, guys.
They're
It's
on
great.
very adult adventures.
Yes.
You know? Theme parks.
Go follow me at all of the socials at DJ Speedy JR, or you can follow my nocturnal life as DJ there. Follow us, the podcast, Geek Culture Congress, 3 words, on Facebook. Put them together for Instagram. And of course, we are always live here on Checkpoint XP. The live shows at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Checkpoint XP Twitch channel. And then the replay, if you're watching the replay on the other channels, on the Facebook page and the YouTube channel, of course, we thank you very much for hanging out. And of course, if you're listening to the podcast and you'd like to just listen to audio versions of podcasts, you could do that as well. Just tell your smart speaker, hey, Google, play Geek Culture Congress podcast.
Or hey Siri. Or hey Alexa.
Okay, here's the latest episode of the Geek Culture Congress podcast.
He did the thing.
Yeah, I did the thing, and it works. And then, of course, you can follow us on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that good stuff. Gentlemen, and of course, Michaela, thank you so much for being a part of the show. And we will see you on the flip side next week. We talk about
Deuces.
Matrix. Yeah.
And the ending of Hawkeye.
And the end of Hawkeye. Yes.
Ah, yes. So you guys have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.